Hi, I'm Ivan Zoot, and welcome into the video of the week for the topic of the week for the week of May 23rd, 2021. Thank you so much for being here. This weekly video is an extension of last week's weekly video in which we talked about Mental Health Awareness Month. I offered up 6 and I teased a 7th concept associated with protecting your mental health behind your haircutting chair. This week we're going to dig deep on just item number 7. But as always, before we go there, we go here. The $100,000 haircutter tip of the day. May 23rd would be my dad's birthday. Was my dad's birthday. But May 23rd is the day for today, with 143 of the year, with 222 days remaining in the year. Now, this week's tip, reverse blend. That's a technical cutting tip, and it's specifically associated with the idea of making the most difficult part of our standard short, tight, tapered haircuts, the blending, quicker, easier, and faster. Reverse blending is the idea of cutting the top first. Instead of the process of taper, layer, and blend, we layer, taper, and we get the blend for free. While I'm not going to do a technical demo here, I will refer you to elsewhere on the YouTube channel. In this video, I will post a link to reverse blending videos, one or more, that can provide you with specific technical insight into how this particular technique can transform your haircutting and transform your life. It's just another example of the gold in this book. Cutting tips, of course. Business, sales, marketing, advertising, promotion, hiring, training. Everything you need to know to build and grow your business to be a $100,000 hair cutter, it's in the book. All right, let's get into the topic of the week. For the week, firing a client. The customer is always right. Right? Wrong. Not all business is good business. There comes a time, there comes a point when we got to do what we got to do. When a circumstance or situation is no longer tolerable or acceptable, we very well may need to fire a client. I think it's extraordinarily important that we recognize this must be done professionally. This must be done respectfully. And this needs to be done compassionately. You know, when a client is acting up or acting out, when a client's behavior is such that it is not acceptable for the shop or the salon environment, and when a client's behavior gets in the way of our healthy ability to take care of them and take care of us, time to cut bait. But I think it's important to remember, we don't know what's going on in their life. We don't know the circumstances and situations that are leading to this type of behavior. So a little compassion can go a long way, but we still have to do what we still have to do. Enough is enough. It's time to do something. I think this is best done on a one-on-one basis. However, if necessary, on the telephone to provide the distance and protection that has us feeling safe, I think that's perfectly okay too. We want to be very firm, stand our ground, and we want to be very clear, unambiguous about the fact that we can no longer service a client. I can no longer cut your hair. I think we want to make sure we make it about their happiness. And even if they're happy with the haircut, and even if they're happy with us, if their behavior is not acceptable, I'm going to categorize that as they are unhappy. And I want you to be happy. That's why you come to me. A salon, a barbershop's a happy place. If you're unhappy, it doesn't work. I want you to be happy. Make that really clear. I believe we should offer options, and these are some of my favorite options when we can no longer service a client. I'm sorry I can't make you happy. I'm sorry I'm no longer able to cut your hair. Very straight up, very direct, very clear, and very simple. I want you to pick any member of our salon team who can serve you better than me. And we'll make an appointment and we'll set that up. If you don't want to pick, I'll pick. I want to pick a member of our team. Someone who I know technically can satisfy your needs, and someone who I know's personality will be a good fit for you. We'll make you an appointment and we'll take good care of you. Those are 2 great options. I love option 3. Option 3 is either you pick or I pick a beauty and barber professional in another shop somewhere else in town. I'll call on my phone. I'll book your appointment with my credit card, and I will pay for it because I want you to be happy. Please understand, we're going to have to spend a little bit of money to be rid of this client in this way. It's well worth the expense. I'm sure I know of somebody in town who can take good care of them, Quite frankly, I know somebody in this town I'd like to send them to. That'd be good for both of us, right? But we're going to do what we have to do. We're going to stand firm. We're going to be clear. We're going to do what needs to be done to protect our mental health and to protect our environment. My final comment on this deals with if you are an employer, if you are a supervisor, if you're the boss, if you're the manager, if you have employees or contractors. When it comes to firing a client of someone else's, I think it's extraordinarily important that we've created an environment in which we can have these conversations, in which an employee knows that if a circumstance or a situation is uncomfortable, unacceptable, intolerable, they can come to us. They can bring it to me before it's a big problem. Bring it to me when it's just a little problem, but bring it to me. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what we can do to make the customer happy, what we can do to protect the employee, what we can do to create a better situation for everyone involved. And if it comes right down to it, we'll fire the client. As a manager, I'll do what needs to be done on behalf of my team members. I think you need to do that as well. I think you need all your team members to know that you will and that you're in a position to do that for them. I also want you to recognize the feeling that it creates for the rest of the staff. If you have a situation with an employee who has a situation with a client that requires your intervention, and you do what needs to be done, don't think for a moment that the rest of the team doesn't clearly know and understand what took place. Don't think for a moment that the rest of the team doesn't get the message loud and clear. You got their back. You're there for them. You'll do what needs to be done to protect them, to protect the business, to protect the situation, and to protect the house. I think that's extraordinarily powerful. I'm not saying we go looking for a client to fire to prove the point. Don't worry, the clients will take care of that part. But when those situations arise, doing the right thing, doing it well, and doing it in a way that everyone knows. Have a meeting. Talk about it. Address it with the staff. The elephant in the room. Don't hide it. Can't put a blanket over the elephant. I still see the elephant. Let's address it direct and one-on-one. I want to help you be the best that you can be behind your haircutting chair. I want to help you build and grow your business. I want you to be a $100,000 haircutter. Thank you for watching the video. Please comment, like, share, turn on your notifications, subscribe to the channel, never miss a video. If you like this video and you think an employer, an employee, or a friend can benefit, tag them in it or take the URL and send them the link. That'll help them and you'll help me too. And that's all good because we're here to help each other. Like, comment, share, notifications, subscribe. You know the routine. Click the link in the video for the topic of the week, for the item of the week in the $100,000 haircutter, the reverse blending video. Watch that too. We'll see you again next time. Thanks for being here and have a great day.